Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Before we get to the news, you may remember that over the weekend was our 50-hour live broadcast of Benefit Toys for Tots, and I'm happy to announce that I have to check the number, hold on everybody, over $36,531 was raised for Toys for Tots. Thanks to all of you. Thank you so much, those of you who donated. If you haven't yet, you still actually can. Toys.wdwnt.com is the link. Better late than never. It still goes to this great cause. And again, thank you to everyone who made the weekend such a memorable and incredible event. But today's November 29th. Let's get on with the news. Yet another fight has broken out at Walt Disney World, this time at Living with the Land in EPCOT. Twitter user Disney Vengeance, Twitter names are hard to read, shared a video last night of the fight, which happened in the disembarkation area of the peaceful attraction. In the video, one guest is on the ground while his partner attempts to stop another family from attacking him. A managerial cast member on the sidelines is telling them to stop, and within 30 seconds, the guest on the ground is able to stand and the family separates, so it seems everybody walked away physically okay. The exact reason for the fight was not clear, but again, we literally just talked about this on the last show, that violence seems to be up at the parks, and then literally the day after, another visible fight. It's getting rough. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade will be performed during the day from December 22nd through December 31st at the Magic Kingdom. This will be the first daytime parade to return to the Magic Kingdom since Walt Disney World was initially closed due to COVID in March of 2020. The parade has only been performing at night during Disney Very Merriest After Hours. During the final week of December, as is tradition, it will be performed at noon and 3 p.m. daily. Construction walls have finally been removed from around World Discovery walkways in front of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at EPCOT. The Cosmic Rewind courtyard is still blocked by walls, but there's more space for guests to walk through in the area near Mission Space. New trees and grass have been planted throughout the area, casting some shade. And some of the new foliage includes the alien trees recently planted to enhance the first Otherworld Showcase Pavilion. There are new white lampposts near the Cosmic Rewind courtyard as well, and other smaller white lights can be seen along the walkway. The walkway allows guests to get closer to the Play Pavilion, although there's not much to see. The walkway may not offer anything new to World Discovery, but it's nice to have some more space as crowding picks up around the holiday season. Meanwhile, at the entrance of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, we noticed the installation of the automatic doors has begun. We also spotted the installation of the touch points at the entrance. These are generally used for the entrance back in the day of FastPass Plus, now Lightning Lane. So work is quickly picked up in this whole area. Lots of stuff happening. Meanwhile, on the side of the building, the paint on the Wonders of Xandar Pavilion still seems to be an issue. While the orange pillars are looking better than they were a couple weeks ago, there's a new patch of paint at the top of the wall. A few blocks of paneling have been painted a lighter color than the rest, possibly the beginning of an attempt to fix a wayward streak. One of the blocks appears to have been patched already. This is likely primer before a coat of darker paint is added. There are still some messy-looking splotches at the top of some of the orange pillars. The pillar closest to the front of the building no longer has its large red wound, though. Instead, most of the pillars are a shade different from the rest. The pillar at the back of the building now has scoring across it. We usually see scoring on the ground before concrete is replaced, so it's unclear exactly what's going to be happening to this pillar. Maybe it's getting replaced. There's some splotches of white at the bottom of the pillars and along the bottom of the wall. It seems at least some of this is a primer for, again, the proper paint touch-up. Meanwhile, pillars on the other side still have black paint on them from what was apparently a failed paint test back in July. The black paint is visible on the bottom half of the middle pillar behind a palm tree. Remains to be seen exactly what the final building will look like. A new building ornament resembling the attraction ornaments released last winter is now available at EPCOT. This one represents Via Napoli Ristorante e Pizzeria at the Italy Pavilion, although we found it in the Art of Disney store at the American Adventure. The building-shaped ornament hangs from a red ribbon, and the ribbon can be unclipped if you'd rather display it on a tabletop. The building facade has signs for the pizzeria and restaurant, much like in real life, and the Via Napoli emblem can be seen in the middle of the second story. On the other side of the ornament, Mickey and Minnie are walking through the interior of the restaurant. They are wearing their blue and pink outfits from the other Topolino merchandise we've seen. The ornament costs $29.99. It's very cool. After being absent from last year's Taste of celebrations, the Candlelight Processional has returned to EPCOT for the 2021 International Festival of the Holidays. The first celebrity narrator of the season was Ali Cavallo, the voice of Moana. Candlelight Processional is located in the American Gardens Theater at the American Adventure Pavilion. There are separate queues on either side of the theater for standby and for guests who have purchased the dining package. Do note, again, it's been gone for 2 years, so if you're doing standby, get there early. And if you can't make it out this year, well, we have a full video of the very first return performance of the Candlelight Processional right here on our YouTube channel. During the Wonderful World of Disney Magical Holiday Celebration, a preview of Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser included a sneak peek of a musical performance from Gaya, the Galactic Superstar. The new song is unique to the Starcruiser, but visitors to Batuu have already heard some of Gaya's music. Her song Ula Shuka can be heard at Oga's Cantina. Gaya will play a role aboard the Starcruiser as she seeks to obtain coaxium to help save her home planet. Kali River Rapids closed on November 1st for its annual refurb, and the raft ride at Animal Kingdom is set to reopen now on December 16th, according to the official website. Of course, reopening dates can and do change, so stay tuned. Primeval Whirl has now been completely demolished at Disney's Animal Kingdom. What Disney will do next with the piece of land remains to be seen, but for now, it's surrounded by walls and scrim. Construction vehicles and materials can be seen through the scrim, and blue fencing has been erected around some of the site. Something is covered in a blue tarp at the far end of the site, and remnants of the coaster have been cleared from everywhere. The blue tarp seems to be covering whatever materials and elements remain, and through the scrim, some rubble is visible. But there you have it, Primeval Whirl, extinct. 5 of the Wilderness Explorer badge stations have been removed from Disney's Animal Kingdom, mainly due to lack of staffing. The map in the guidebook given to participating guests has been updated to no longer include the Asia, Africa, Signaling, Explorer, and Ham Radio badges. In addition to being generally short-staffed, the experience does not currently have cultural representatives for Asia and Africa, and other cast members do not feel comfortable talking about a culture they are not a part of. Until cast members more representative of these cultures are hired, the badges will not be available. Cast member we spoke to said that the Ham Radio badge was removed because it lacked relevance to the modern world. While it seems possible the other 4 badges will be available again someday, the Ham Radio badge may be gone for good. The photo op outside of Animal Kingdom has been updated for the holiday season. The photo op just to the right of the park entrance, that is. The backdrop now features a snowy landscape of trees, and the front has a giant snowflake made of animals. There's a squirrel and a fox, reminiscent of the Merry Menagerie. Some holly is in the top right corner, and a dove is across from it. The photo op is usually manned by PhotoPass photographer, but not always. Disney's Wilderness Lodge and Disney's Polynesian Village Resort are now decked out for the holiday season. You can take a full tour of all the Christmas decor at the resorts on our website. Walt Disney World has a new collection of Disney Vacation Club holiday merchandise, including apparel and a travel tumbler. There's also a new version of the Operation board game inspired by Disney Vacation Club. The sweater features Walt's Holiday Lodge in the center with the Disney Vacation Club member text around it for $64.99. It's patterned with snowflakes and Christmas trees. The tumbler also features the lodge. It costs $34.99. The youth sweater is green with the Walt's Holiday Lodge and Mickey on the front for $49.99. We found the merchandise at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, but it should now be at multiple locations. A book series about the Society of Explorers and Adventurers, or SEA, has been announced. The first book is coming on April 5th, 2022. The first book will be Shinji Takahashi and the Mark of the Kotal by Julie Kagawa. Shinji Takahashi is just an ordinary kid, an ordinary homeschool smart alecky orphan kid being raised by his globetrotting aunt Yui. But when a magical guardian decides to use him as a conduit to awaken its power, Shinji's life takes a turn for anything but ordinary. Captured by the menacing Hightower Corporation, which is bent on using the Guardian's magic for its own nefarious purposes, Shinji must team up with a brilliant young tech whiz named Lucy and her robot mouse Tinker in order to escape. Together, the two turn to the venerable Society of Explorers and Adventurers and its ragtag cast of spelunkers, hackers, map makers, pilots, and mythology experts to return the Guardian to its rightful home and release Shinji from its magic, which seems to be draining his life force. Time is ticking, the Hightower Corporation is hot on their tail, and success or failure might depend on one small thing: Shinji family coming around to the belief that he is anything but ordinary. How exciting is this? I am so stoked for this book series. Love the society and happy to see more of it anywhere and everywhere. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, the services are free. Hotel, park tickets, dining, and more. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The the Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today here on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. Also, head on over to carouselofproducts.com. Brand new products include our amazing Santa Gertie long sleeve shirt. We have an ugly sweater 50th anniversary tee as well, and so much more, again, at carouselofproducts.com. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT the app is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney World. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.